Hi everyone, welcome to Casting Cauldron. Welcome back. If you are returning, thank you. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Sabrina. This is a magical channel and I talk about all things magical. If you are sincerely here to learn, welcome. If you are just surfing for entertainment and you are curious, you don't understand anything about magic, scrying, divination, clairvoyance, having visions, anything like that at all, then I'm going to have to ask you to click away at this time, because we don't need to suffer any comments and I don't need to suffer any insults from anyone who doesn't understand visions or clairvoyance or anything related to this path. So that being said, this is a path of art. It's an art. It's also a science. It is also a nature-based path. So, I mean, even if you're going to work with a book, you know, and just use a book or just read from the book or maybe make a notebook or write something down, an altar is actually a place where you concentrate your goals and your desires and your will and your desire. And it actually becomes a pool of energy that you can draw upon every time you go to it. Now, if you don't yet have an altar, that's fine. If you decide to work at a side table or the kitchen table in a particular spot, that can become your power center. So today is Saturday and I'm burning a candle for banishing negativity. The moon is also in Pisces. It is transiting in Pisces and it is waxing. So follow me on Twitter if you want to learn about moon transits. I give moon transits reports over there and suggestions on what type of magic to do. Now, scrying is the act of gazing or meditating at a particular piece of art or on some numbers or just at a little pool of water or at the reflection of the moon on the water or a candle flame on the water. This has a very powerful effect on yourself and can help you get in touch with what's going on in your subconscious mind. If you have dreams, then they can, of course, your dreams will let you know what you have been thinking and feeling during the day. And this can be very helpful in understanding your thoughts and your emotions and what you've been thinking about and what you've been feeling. Now, with today, the moon transiting in Pisces and waxing, I'm going to use Dreamy Pisces to visualize what it is that I want to happen and my current goals. So I've been keeping a daily planner and I have been starting a Zazzle store where I'm putting artwork on products. Now, before I started a few weeks before Samhain, but it really wasn't enough time for me to get a lot of products put up and finish setting up my account. I've decided to start decorating for Yule, so I'm going to start working on putting some artwork for Yule up on some products tomorrow. But today is Saturday, so what I would typically do on 1 or 2 Saturdays of the month is just burn a black candle to remove negativity in general. And then for scrying, a lot of times, if you've been following me, you know I have a blue goblet. Now, I use tarot, and I read tarot first. And then I lay down beside my bed, and I will gaze at the reflection of the candle flame in the goblet with whatever my question or my intention is, and I will go to sleep. Now, if I don't have an intention, I will end up dreaming about whatever it was that was on my mind, whatever it was that was really bothering me for that week. So it really is important to set an intention. So my intention is to be able to organize my thoughts, to get a big whiteboard next week and start writing down what I want to do for Zazzle, and then also how I'm going to start working on my video course. Both of these things are going to take time. My video course is not necessarily going to be lucrative right away. Zazzle is a company that I can collaborate with, you know, and they have a very large presence now on the internet. So if I can capture a few sales, I'll make a few dollars. Now, usually black is used because we need to block out distractions. If you can dim the lights, darken the room, and get a black bowl, we typically put black ink in it as well. And I had done a couple of videos about this in the past. So it's just a form of sensory deprivation, everyone. And this is what we need to do in order to close out the distractions and get into a mindset of concentrating and relaxing and focusing on what it is that we want to do. We want to eliminate all of the blocks, and you can ask yourself questions and you can write down what it is that you think is actually preventing you from spending time on doing these things. What other areas of your life could you free up to give you more time? Now, I've been asking myself these questions as I sit on the sofa during the day, and I know that I have to start using a grocery shopping service. And it just popped up one day on my phone. I swear to God, Google listens to what we say. Because I talk to myself sometimes, you know. So, yeah, if I buy a certain amount of food from Instacart at Aldi, I'll get a free delivery the first time. And, you know, I could be on the computer while that's being done, and then it's delivered to my door, and then I put cold things away immediately, and you know what I mean? So that's a chore. And I'm really feeling very burdened with it. So now another part of my life that I was going to want to free up is admin work for my emails. So that's another thing I'm thinking about having to help me with, because, oh, and getting a cleaning service in here, right? These are things that take time, they take energy, and are very frustrating and burdensome. So with me being gone and walking a lot during my assignments and bad weather now, it's snowing and it's 28 degrees. Somebody else can do it, they've got a truck or whatever. Then, you know, these are questions that might come to you. You'll get in touch with your feelings and the things that are blocking you and preventing you from actually trying to start and achieve your goals sooner rather than later. Now, I have here a black plate from the Dollar Tree. And this is a very large surface where I could put some water here and just sit in a chair and gaze at the reflection of the candle on the plate. Now I would have to turn off the lights, but another thing you could do is fill a black bowl, again from the Dollar Tree, with water and gaze at the reflection of a tall candle on that water for at least 10 minutes. You've asked your questions or you've set your intention. You know, how can I really get this outsourcing started? What day am I going to start outsourcing? How am I going to get more organized? How am I going to free up my time? And what is the next thing that I need to work on for my online store? Or what is my next new business that I can do from home? Now I haven't tried this yet, but I'm going to try it. And it is it's a translucent dark smoky glass from the Dollar Tree, where I would gaze at the reflection of the candle on that. Now this, to tell you the truth, I would do on a dark moon. The dark moon is going to be your best friend when it comes to scrying and developing your intuition, developing your psychism. So right now the moon is waxing, so I might try it tonight. It's a Saturday. We'll see. And then, if you have an aversion to black for some reason, you can use a white candle. But this is really the this is the way that I've been divining. This is the way that I've been scrying for over 20 years. Now, choosing a divination tool, such as a pendulum or the tarot, is another thing that you might want to do first before you scry. It's very helpful. Now, if you're a beginner, it's probably going to be months before you really develop a connection with the tarot. It is considered an advanced practice, but it will help you develop imagination and a connection with the cards. It really is your imagination, your will, and your desire. These are the same three things I was taught and learned and taught others in self-hypnosis. And they are used in our magic and different branches of magic. Okay? So developing your intuition and your imagination is important. And even if you haven't really been a very imaginative person who has trouble visualizing or receiving visions, it doesn't matter, because you will eventually get in touch with your intuition and you will feel an answer, you will know an answer. And hopefully at some point you'll be able to kind of visualize what you want. I had people in my self-hypnosis class tell me, I can't really imagine things, I can't really visualize, I don't, remember my dreams. Or I said, well, can you describe to me how to get to your house from where we are right now? He said, yes. I said, well, then you're already on your track to visualizing and using your imagination. You said you play golf, right? Can you imagine what it was the last time you played golf and who you were with and what was said? He said, yes. I said, there you go. It's the same principle. It's just that you will be creating your own scenario in your head, hearing people say different things, right? Like if you hear people saying, oh my, you look like you've lost weight, or you look really healthy today. These are things that you want people to say about you if you're working on your health or you're working to lose weight. So that is the technique for scrying and divining. One of my other projects is to create a ambiance video to play for an hour. And since I'm familiar with editing and all that, I don't think it's going to be that hard. I just need to create a little vignette, dim the lights, you know, and scan it a little bit for about 15-20 seconds, and then upload it and just loop it to play for half an hour or so, and then get some copyright-free music and put that on here. So that would be another way that you could view on your TV a divination, scrying type of environment. And the more that you surround yourself with this type of mindset, the more it will work on you and for you. So I hope this has been helpful. I do have some Scrying Salts that I bought from the Luciferian Apotheca. Now you don't need this, but it has a very interesting aspect to it, that when I put it in the water, it fizzes and it bubbles, and then it makes a mist. And so this could kind of give you some emotional involvement in your scrying, and also get you accustomed to the mist that tends to form before you actually start to see something in the water, like a crystal ball. You don't have to look for a vision in the water, but I think it's a very fun, interesting thing, and so I'm gonna probably use it a couple of times. I've got enough to last me a long, long time. So that's it for now. If you would like me to talk more about scrying and gazing and using tarot before or after a scrying session, or have me demonstrate how I actually lay out my tarot and then lay on my bed to gaze at the reflection on my goblet, which I did for many years, let me know. So like, share, and subscribe. My kitchen light is blinking. All right, I'm done. See you on the next video.